Hi everyone, this is Patty from Metaphysical Insight, and today I would like to speak about trying to get a better night's sleep. Okay, and you're thinking, okay, why would a psychic medium, talk about trying to get a better night's sleep? Well, I'm going to be speaking spiritually because since we're all energy, we're really, our environment and everything affects us, okay, in all different ways, positive, negative, neutral, whatever. Um, and I'm also an empath. So things affect me much, much more. And this is going to be really great, good information for people who are empaths, that know they are, and people who are very sensitive to the environment. And it's really great for everybody, actually. And some people, if you don't know that you may be an empath or you don't know that you're sensitive to your environment, this may be, quite helpful to you, to listen to this video. So I want to talk about the bedroom area, actually, okay, because that's where most of us go to sleep, okay. And yes, um, you know, um, you know, to get a good night's sleep in this day and age, with all the stresses of life, it's not an easy task. It really isn't. And then, if, there are some people out there that have physical issues, emotional issues, and things that, cause us to not get a good night's sleep. But what I'm going to talk about, and for even those people like that, and your mattress actually is, something that plays a part into it. There's a lot of things that play a part into getting a decent night's sleep. And for all the people out there that, like I said, if you have, stress issues or you have a physical issue, this is actually good for you too, because what I'm about to talk about is something that may, help you in some way. So I'm going to talk again about the bedroom area, and I want to talk about the bed itself, okay? I want to talk about first colors, okay? And it's about the colors, okay, in your room first. And it's, I'm so sorry, everyone, my little doggy. It's about the colors that we, the sheets, the bedding that we have, Katie. And we want to stay away from that beautiful rainbow colors, okay? They're very vibrant, very loud. Colors like that red and that green and that yellow and that blue and that orange. Those are the things that vibrate, not a peaceful sleep. So if, in that, and I'm going to talk about patterns as well too, but let's just talk about the solid colors at the moment. So solid white sheets are really, they're good. They're really nice. And people think, oh, peace and all of that stuff. Well, yes, but they do vibrate light. And so although that's okay to have, as bedding, I suggest more of a subdued color, as far as not that stark white, okay, more of an off color, like they have the eggshell white, or a very light lemon yellow, or a cream color, or a beige color, or a very light tan. That is soothing to the your environment and to your energies. Also, um, you know, pastel colors are really, really good, like a very pale blue, or a very like a lavender color, or a lovely pink. Even your yellows, but you want to keep it more that pastel yellow. Anything bright and strong and heavy are good to keep us awake. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that rainbow color, those things are beautiful. I'm not talking about, pictures of rainbows on your bed. I'm talking about those actual solid colors like that. Those are disturbing to us, actually. in the negative, in that negative sense when we try to sleep. They're very positive when we're awake and everything makes us happy and awake, but we don't want that when we're going to sleep. So, colors like that will definitely affect our sleeping. So those lovely pastel colors are really nice. Then we're going to get into colors that may be like a light gray or a medium gray, and you get into your grays for the bedding, and then you're talking about like your blues, your mediums, your light, your mediums, and the blue colors are fine, and the same with the greens. Just not those bright colors of the rainbow. You don't want those colors like that, because again, that will, just it disturbs the sleep. The other colors will help you feel more relaxed, and help you be able to fall off to sleep better and help you have a little better sleep. um, I want to go to patterns now. Patterns are like, you have to watch patterns, because if you could have like a white background. Like I have one of my sheets, or set of sheets, is a white background, but it has those little red cardinals in it, and the cardinals are scattered throughout. And that's okay, because it is that vibrant red, but it's okay because of white to offset that. So that's not so bad. But if you have this bright orange, bedding, or this, bright yellow, or these bright red and things like that, that's not good. That will help. That will disturb your sleep, or be a problem for you to even trying to get to sleep. So the pastel colors, and when you get into patterns, like I said, you want, like, again, with the light colors, you want something where it's not very bold patterns or a lot of patterns, very busy. You don't want anything very busy like that, because believe it or not, your energy is absorbed that, and it's like, oh my God, you already have something on your mind. Well, that's going to keep it in your mind going with those patterns. Like, if people know what a paisley pattern looks like, it's kind of like a teardrop, but side look a little bent, kind of. Just look up paisley and you'll see what I'm talking about. And then it has like a pattern to it. If you get something like that, get a very like a light color, but not a lot of that, because paisley is not great for sleeping. Okay, it's just too busy. So and this all includes like your sheets, your pillows, and your comforter on top, or whatever, bedspread that, you put on top. Anything that you put on top, you don't want it to be any of the loud colors. You want everything to kind of match and be softer and easy and feel, really good when you get into bed. Those colors are light. Nothing that's going to distract, you from your sleep. So, that is going to help you get a better sleep. Believe it or not, your bedding it makes a big difference in, our sleeping and sleeping patterns and habits, and, falling to sleep and staying asleep, that kind of thing. Um, then let's talk about your walls. Okay. Um, White walls is fine. I mean, that's fine. If you have a few pictures up and things like that, that's fine. But nothing that's going to be bold. Again, it just goes right back to the bedding area. You don't want all these crazy colors, in a painting or picture that you have right, over your bed or in your room, or, you want things that are very calming in the colors and the pattern that the picture has. Or if it's a person, I'm saying, if the person's wearing all these bright, crazy colors and there's lots of color in the background, that might be an issue. That could possibly cause you an issue. It's going to affect, your energies in a negative way. So your wall coloring is very important too. Pastel colors, again, will be really nice. If you have like red or black or dark gray, or those like I think it's like forest green, or like bright greens, or different things like that, that's going to affect you. Those colors actually are negative. They're depressing. They're going to cause you to feel down, and that goes to the rest of your house. But you could deal with the rest of your house like that. We're talking about the bedroom to try and get sleep. You don't want those colors in your bedroom. You want to walk in your bedroom and see these dark gray walls. Ugh, you think that's going to help me sleep. You look at it and you're like, ugh, I'm depressed. You don't want red because red has like these major reds. It has like a negative energy to it. And you might not know that, you might not realize that, but it does. And you don't want the bright colors. Like people go, oh, purple is beautiful. I love purple. Well, that's not going to help you sleep. That's not going to do it. It's very, believe me, all these colors and everything are really beautiful, but they're not good to help you get a good night's sleep. People that have wallpaper in their bedrooms, that's another, watch what you have on the walls. A lot of people like these vibrant patterns or these crazy patterns with all these shapes and all these things right behind if they have a headboard, right behind them. That's the worst place you could have it. It's right over your head, okay? It's right in your back. It's the worst place that you can have that wallpaper. And first of all, that wallpaper is not good for you in that room anyway. And then if you have it right behind you, in your head, like that's a double whammy, no. Even in your room anywhere. Nothing like that. Have a very calming pattern, very light, calming pattern, not too busy. You don't want things that are too busy because believe it or not, like people look at that, it really jumbles the mind. So it can cause chaos in your brain. But you look this stuff up. I'm saying I'm not just saying this randomly. I know from experience as well too. I'm very affected by all this stuff. Very affected by it. I have to watch everything that I buy. My walls are white because, it's an apartment. I'm not going to start painting the walls. So that's okay for me. But if you're home or you do decide you want to paint, you live in an apartment or whatever you live in, and you're allowed to paint or you want to paint, you got to watch what you paint. You got to watch the wall covering, that you put on the walls. You got to watch the pictures. Like this picture here, you can see part of it over here. It's of all LA. And even though it's kind of light colors and stuff like that, that would be too busy to put in the bedroom to try to sleep. There's just too much going on. It's very exciting here. It's very, very cool. It's like old time, LA. It's awesome, but not good in the bedroom. So that's an example of, if you can see this, it's just too busy. It's just too busy to have in there. Put in, if you want to put flowers in there, you don't want those vibrant color flowers. You don't want, you want something subdued, something lighter with a more of a, like the pastel colors or like a light goldish color and just different things like that. You know what I'm talking about. You look at it, when you shop, or when you're in your bedroom and you go in your bedroom and reassess your bedroom, look around what you have on there, look on the wall and see how you feel. Yes, it may make you happy, and it's beautiful, but it's not good for you to get to sleep or stay asleep. It's just not good to get a good or a decent night's sleep. So the wall, okay, covering the pictures, that we put on the walls, that plays a part into it. The bedding plays a part into it. If you have carpet on the floor, you got to watch, like if you have crazy color or in crazy patterns, that's going to affect your sleep. And also it's, your little everything that you have in the room, okay? If you have bedroom furniture and you've got some wild colors, that's going to affect your sleep. Everything has to be like toned down for the bedroom, very calming, very soothing. There are these color, greens that are very pale, that are very good. Or, a lot of people don't want beiges and things. You can get variations in colors, just not the bright ones like the rainbow, like I said. And when you can have patterns, but make sure that the patterns aren't loud and crazy and too much. You almost want to not notice how vibrant the pattern is. You don't want that. And then what you have in your room affects, like like you have these little trinkets or pictures or whatever you have on, if you have furniture and you have all these things on your whatever you call them, like dressers, okay, your dresser, and watch what you have on there. If it's crowded with items in your bedroom, if you have too much furniture, if you have too many little items on your furniture, it causes chaos, believe it or not, in your energy, in your brain. It's like there's too much Okay. There's too much clutter. Clutter is going to do just that to you. Okay. It's going to clutter your energy. It's going to clutter your brain. It's going to make you feel like it's going to stress you out. I'm going to tell you, people that are empaths, people that are very environmentally sensitive will confirm what I'm saying. They'll confirm it. Okay. And the ones that are like that and don't realize it, that bothers them, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Go in. It's like people that have feng shui. Place this, that, there, and this brings in money, and this makes you feel better. That's all very legitimate. And color is extremely important, just like the feng shui. Okay. And the objects that you have in your room play a part in getting a better sleep. So go in your bedroom and start assessing, what you have in there and the colors that you have, and go, you know what? She might be right, because I just can't sleep right, or I keep waking up, or I can't get to sleep. And I have these brilliant colors in my room, and I've got this wallpaper in there that's like wild, and crazy patterns, in my sheets or bedspread has these loud colors, and there's all these patterns in there, and it just if you kind of change that stuff, that'll be better. No pattern, honestly, on the bedding, that's the best. But people like to see lovely things. Now, if you're going to decorate, okay, for a holiday, and you have the bedding, you have like that, or in your room and pictures or whatever, so for a short time, I think you could deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But people who have chronic issues of not being able to sleep, you might want to refrain from doing that. But sometimes we like that cute little Santa stuff on there, and whatever you want on there. But they even have stuff for the holiday too that isn't so bright, that can help you sleep. So again, if you're going to do for holidays, short time, and you can deal with that situation. But for the overall, for an everyday situation, to try and get a decent night's sleep, okay, for everyone, whether you're an empath, or you're sensitive to things, or you have issues, you don't have issues, or you're just going through something in your life, and a lot on your mind and stuff like that. These things are all going to help you. Just what I said about the bedding, and the wall coverings, and the colors of the paint, and the pictures on the wall, and the kind of furniture and the color furniture that you have, and the little trinkets, I'll call them trinkets, and little trinkets and statues and things that you have, on your desks and stuff like that. If you have lights are another thing. When you have white sheets, and we think, oh, they're really good, I'm in the hospital and things are great like that, and I think it's the best. It isn't always the best. It's not horrible. It's not the best. It's almost like having those fluorescent lights like over your bed. It is bright. White is bright. So, subduing white, it's okay. If maybe, if you have maybe put a comforter over that's subdued or something like that, that will help. And if you like, crazy colors, I really suggest, not in your bedroom, because even though you have say you have oh, I've got these wild colors in my sheets, and there's all these patterns, and it's bright, and it's like the rainbow, whatever. But I'll cover that up, with this really quiet, subdued, pastel comforter, and I won't see that. No, because subconsciously, you already know what's under there. You know what the sheets are. So believe it or not, that stays in your subconscious, and that affects your sleep. I'm telling you, this is all true. So try it. Again, go around your room, and see what colors you have, see what's in there. If you have too many items in your room, you might want to kind of move some of them out. Okay, if you want them in there when you're not sleeping, that's fine. But when you go to sleep, you might want to remove them from your room, or remove them permanently, because all of that stuff is cluttered, and it affects how we get to sleep, how we stay asleep, etc. So if you do have issues, try, doing this, and maybe that'll help you a little bit. Maybe your issues won't be as bad. And for people, who don't have any problems at all, but are very sensitive, this is going to help you. Okay, you're going to see what I mean. And it's not going to be like an overnight, process like that. Nothing ever is, okay, unless you turn the light on and turn it off. Okay, that's on and off, that's instantaneous. Okay, turn your TV on and off is instantaneous, things like that. But this here, it will take a little time, but you will see. You know what I'm saying? You are going to see a difference and you're going to be so much happier. You think, oh, black is quiet. No, black is not so great. Okay, it's not so great. Oh, gray is a little better, but I'm telling you, um, even like those colors on the wall, stay away from those colors on the wall because those dark colors and that red is like such a negative tone. It really is. It's all these things are pretty colors and things like that and shades, but it's no good for your mental ability. You walk in and you see those colors and they are just downers. They really are, and especially to sleep in. Okay, so if you want that in the rest of your house, try and do something different, like what I'm talking about. Try what I'm talking about here. Take some of these suggestions here for your bedroom, and I think that you're going to see a difference after a while. So I hope this helps, and I help all of you, okay, get a better night's sleep. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.